Didn't time that very well, did I? Hey, folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream. I hope we're all doing okay. We're gonna do some coding, because it's the weekend, and that's what I do now, apparently. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have just straight up had nightmares about this code. This code not executing, and you know what? It's fine. I've spoken to Rickstress about it. She's the one who does coding professionally. And she's like, yeah, no. So sometimes that's just how code be. And I know, because I've done coding as well. I have a computing degree. I've done a bit of this my own self. But like, oh man, I don't know. Also, hi, we're back on the Echo the Dolphin soundtrack, but just the Sega CD and Dreamcast ones, because somebody content claimed the Mega Drive ones. And I said, it's not actually in the video. It's just a sample, and then... Nah, the claimant denied. Alright. So I've got a few notes here. What I'm going to do is put you over here so I can see it. There are certain lines in this code right here, right now, that need to be edited. Ollie pointed out one. I think I spotted one. We will see what it looks like. Alright, so my first one that I need to do is to edit line 150. Yep, that's why. Line 150. By the way, shout out to CPC Power for having a way higher resolution scan of this code compared to what I was using. My goodness, I can read it. 249. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. 3, 4, 5 of those. 127, 255, 255. Edit line 820. Oh no, I caught that one. It's not went, it's wend. That's how you edit that one. That looks about right. Since I'm here, couldn't it to like fully check 820, could it? There you go. See, so if in key is that when print cd equals ASC like that, so that line is correct. And then the last one is to edit line 1190. Why am I editing line 1190? Oh, I think I see it, actually. I just need to go over here to 1190. Yes, I did. If CA equals B equals 1, then H equals H plus 1. And also, if H equals 14, then des equals minus 1. You gotta get your variables labeled right, everybody, and then learn what all of that is. If CAB equals 1, then H equals H plus 1, and if H is 14, then dest is minus 1. Those are all the notes that I have. What was the other one Ollie said? Potentially the funny number. So let's go find the funny number. For y equals 370 to 82, step minus 32. No, that's what that code says. Okay, cool. Delete all of those notes. Delete that. Do not delete that. That's my code. I need that. Okay. Let's see what happens. Ah, dang it. What's the title of this stream? My body is a machine that turns code into syntax errors. Oh, but I see what it is. I see what it is. And also, so, ink 226 changes the color of the writing. By putting a comma there, we were changing it to a third variable that doesn't exist. Alright? Cool. paper 0 and pen 1. Go. Syntax error in 70. Oh, I missed another one. Ollie, hello, hello. Thank you very much for pointing out the errors in the code that I had made last week. This has been edited. We are now at the arguably fun bit. We've got to get this thing debugged, which mostly seems to just be me. I can't type. Line 70, symbol 2 through 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. 2, 3, 4. And we end with 248. Yes, indeed, we do. Type mismatch in 330. What do you mean ready? What do you mean ready? Oh, please don't have deleted everything. It didn't. Oh, but I see what that error is immediately. Because I have set up a whole bunch of characters, but not actually, like, made them characters. Alright, line 330. HM that equals CHL that 237 and CHL 10 and CHL 8 and CHL 238. Those are all the correct types of brackets. Everybody, look, we've got into the game! Where am I going to put ship number 1? G6. Syntax error in 800. Oh yeah, and I docked all the text down here, didn't I? Iron mode. I say that. Can I? If I do this, is this going to break everything? Please don't break everything. What was that? Line 800? Oh my god, everything is still here. Okay. Sortal Scaffold. Hot damn, I have been streaming for not even 5 minutes. And you're over here telling me to get better viewers than the ones I already have? Get that mess out of here. I have the best viewers, thanks. For free. Line 800. Oh, I see what the error is. Do you see what the error is? I see 2 errors. Come to think of it. So, print direction. Get rid of that. That speech mark was going to close the print, and then it was going to run all of this code. Just, I don't know, just run it, I guess. And then you need to go like that. So, print and also print the direction. Space question mark like that. Characters 240, 243, 241, 242. There's another typo. Right there. Semicolon, speech mark, close parentheses, and like that. Okay. Okay. We're iterating. We are iterating this code. Do you know how glad I am that we don't have to wait 10 minutes for this game to load every single time I change a couple of digits in the code. This was a tape loader. It'd be like, alright, run. And then I sit and talk to you guys for a couple minutes, listening to the sounds of like dying code. Alright, where are we going to put ship number 1? G6. Direction. Type mismatch in 810. That, while that is... Oh! While that is greater than... You see, this is empirical. You say it's cheating to be able to read this code. I put that as a bracket, not a quack bracket. It needed to be a quack bracket. Look at it. That'll run now, probably. That is greater than 240, less than 240, or greater than 243. Then what? Oh, yeah. That's the one. That's the code that I edited right at the start of the game. Okay, cool. Like 820. I don't know what I'm doing. G6. Go that way. Oh, that's a typo. Is that going to be a consistent typo? B2. Balmer. Yes, it is. Well, I can deal with this. Let me just call up my notes. Let's go over there because oh, we're in mode 1. Alright, computer, please list 60 through 210. Will that all fit on this screen? Yeah, we can fit 26 lines of code on the screen. Let's go! Insomnia Aaron, hello. Welcome on in. Ollie, it's alive. We're getting there. We're getting to the point where we can just run this thing and look at it. And I can point, and I can go, oh, I did something. I did the thing. Alright. So, that's going to be... I don't actually know. So, 236, 7, 8, 9, 244, 5, 6, 7, 8. $249.50. I'm gonna have to check this line by line. Pardon me, everybody. Or am I? Line 60 is correct. 70 is correct. 80 is correct. 90. 100. 110. 130 is also correct. Line 140, that's the tricky one that I got wrong last time. So what we're looking at here, this is the code that draws the ships. Specifically, hey, pull up the thing that looks like just the big square. And the thing that's got like the closed bit on the end is that one. So I'm trying to find like the one bit that I've gotten wrong. And there it is. There it is, everybody. Edit 200. Do you see what the error is? It's going 253, 252, 255. 253, 254. 255. 240, 248, 252. Cool. Game, I swear to God. G6 going right. Yeah! See? Look at that. Look at that right there. Now, the ships look like the ships is supposed to look. B2. And the downward ships are more or less correct, right? Are they supposed to look like that? Like, you see how there's this little notch right here? I don't think it's supposed to look like that. But not enough that I'm going to go back and debug it. That's fine. Where are we going to put ship number 3? Let's put you J9. Subscript out of range in 880. If D equals 240 or D equals 241, then if H is A, comma B, K equals 1, then go sub 1540. Go to 790. Else H, A, oh wow, I got that all the way wrong, didn't I? H is A, comma B. We're back at this again. Not, I've got the picture. I'm looking at the picture of the keyboard right here. I can't see it. H is A, comma B plus K equals 1. You know what? Just to be on the safe side. What do you mean? What do you mean 890 doesn't exist? What happened to my code? 890, please! Alright, J9. Go up. J5. You're taking 4 MCs and make it sound like 1. Where are we going to put ship number 3? B2. Ship number 4. Why? I think I'm going to put you D7. Oh my god, is it running? It's running! I am going, pardon me everybody, I'm just going to click that button right there. I'm going to send a picture of that to my dad. Look, it's alive! Alright, close that, we'll come back to you. I say that, it's not actually running yet. We've gotten this far. Okay, where are we going to go? Well, Insomnia Aaron is here. So let's aim at Insomnia Aaron. Isn't that just the greatest little bip bop sound in the world? Yes, it is. Let's go to J5. You're getting close to me there, computer. I don't know if I like that. B6. I'm really proud of this. And I know I mentioned to you guys last time, there's something really, really cool about, like, my dad coded this when he was, how old was Dad? Like 25 when he coded this? And I'm sitting here doing the same thing for my internet friends. Oh, it is great. I mean, to be fair, neither of us have hit anything yet, so it could be the case that we hit something and everything just goes, no! I'm not going to! F4. It works! F3. F5. So you have to go to E4. D4. You know, my parents brought up Roland on the Ropes fairly. They bring it up even now. Rickstress has heard my parents yelling about Roland on the Ropes, and that's the game. This go like, oh, the really annoying sound effects. Let me tell you. Amsoft's oh mummy. Let me tell you. Yeah, but like, this is also kind of a bit graty, isn't it? H4. You're getting dangerously close to that battleship on the left, computer. I don't know that I like your style. Right, the longest ship is 5. Now, what I would often do, and this is a tip, if you want to beat me in battleships, I park them next to one another. Because normally, you're going to go, oh, I've sunk his battleship. Right? 5 across, that's the most it can be. Joke's on you, it's actually 6. Which I'm pretty sure is against the rules. Oh, no! That's a direct hit. I've accidentally enabled God mode. I'm going to win this game now. What is supposed to happen is the game is supposed to play the same explosion sound effect, and this pip shows up red, not white. I don't know if this counts as a hit. Like, if the game is counting this as a hit. Whereabouts in the code are you going to be? What if I don't know. Actually, yeah, D4. You have done that before. Syntax error in 1150. I hate doing syntax errors in 1150. Alright, hang on. 1150. 1150, 1150, 1150, 1150. If C is A, B equals 2, then print Todd! Todd, did you see? I got the game running! And now we're at the point where we just have to debug it so that it runs properly? Oh, what a good time! Alright. 1150. If C is that equals 2, then print and also print and also print. You have done 2 spaces because it's a line break. That before space thing. And for P1 to 1500, then next, then go to 11. Oh, that's where it is. Then go to 1140, not and 1140. All right, cool. Since I'm here, let's see if I can fix that. List 1240 through 1400. Will that fit? Yes. Just. If hit is greater or less than 0, then go to 1290. X, R&D multiplied by 9. Y equals R&D multiplied by 9. M is X, N is Y. 1260. Go sub 1340. And then, if F equals 2, then 1250. 1270. If F equals 1, then hit equals 1. 1280. Go back to wherever you came from with your go sub. 1290. If X equals 9 and hit equals 1, or X equals 0 and hit equals 2, or y equals 0 and hit equal... Oh, there it is. There's an error. There's an error. There's an error. Right, hang on. I'm just going to make a note of this one. 1240 through 1390. And I am going to... Do you see what the error is? It's on this line. 1290 if x equals 9 and hit equals 1, or x equals 0 and hit equals 2, or y equals 0 and hit equals 3, or y equals 9 and hit equals 4. All parentheses correct. Then f equals 2 and go to 1320. Not 1320. Line 1300 x. Oh, there's another issue. There's another issue. So this is something that I felt a little bad after the end of the last stream, because I was rushing to get to the end of this code because I had something I needed to go and pick up from town. As it happens, I rushed there to get there at the start of the pickup frame, not the end, so I needn't have done that. And I'm a little disappointed. But hey, you know what? Here we are. Let's get back to the game. Let's get back debugging. This might be the only thing I do today. I don't think I've got any more short ones. But we debug, we get game to run, we play game. Sound good? Sounds good. Right. 1300 x equals x minus hit equals 1 plus hit equals 2, and also y equals y plus hit equals 3 minus hit equals 4, and also go sub 1340. Alright, what was that? 1300? 1310, if f equals 1, then return 1320, x equals m, and also y equals n, and also hit equals hit plus 1. If hit equals, there's another one. If hit equals s, if hit equals 5, let's put that down to reading a scan of 34-year-old paper. Wow, the 90s are further away than I care to remember. If hit equals 5, then hit equals 0. And also, if f equals 2, then 1250. If f equals 2, then 1290, else return. 1340, f equals h, and then coordinates x, y, and if f equals 2, then return. For j equals 100 to 200, sound 1, j1 next. If f equals 1, then pen number 1, 3. For j equals 126, d. Sound 1 randomly 115, comma, 31, and then next else pen number 1 2. 1370, locate number 1, x multiplied by 2 plus 2, and y multiplied by 2 plus 1. Print number 1 using and that if f equals 1, then c equals c plus 1. If c equals 14, then dest equals minus 1. hxy equals 2 and return. My hope, my genuine and sincere hope is that that will be enough to patch up whatever was going on with this, and like the computer will be able to attack me now, and everything's fine. Alright, let's go C4. Now we just have to play the game until the computer hits something, or doesn't hit something, and we see what it looks like. Yes! It's alive! It's working! Oh, it's great, isn't it, Todd? These are the most little bip-bop sound effects. So, I did list the code. The way that this code works, the computer will randomly choose a place to attack. Much like I am doing. So it happened to just now go for C8, right? And when it gets to... If it misses, if it registers as a miss, it will choose another random square on this grid, and it will attack over there. If it hits something, it will go in a cardinal direction, right? So it's just gone to the left of where it knows there is a hit. Next, it will either go up or down, because it knows that there has to be a ship piece in one of those two squares. And as soon as it gets to the length of a ship, it will stop trying. Because it knows that it's in a line, I'm pretty sure it's going to keep going north, effectively, right? It's going to go up. So, that ship is sunk now. When I was younger, never fully understood how this game worked. Like, it was just something that my dad coded. But yeah, having written it my own self, oh, that's how it works. So you can also see what it did there. It's doing a bit of basic problem solving. It went north until there was nothing else to hit. And then it tried south. Is this the 4-length ship? Could that be there? No. So now it's going to go back to randomly firing around the map until it hits something. Kazuma, welcome on in. Look, I got the thing to work. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to have to do it. So, yes and no. Did I call you Kazuma? Kazumi. Excuse me. So yes and no. I typed in the code, and I will show off the code after this. This is based on... Sure, let's fire it up there, why not? I meant to go down there. And again. Cass, you're a genius. This is based on code that appeared in a magazine called AMStream Action, which my dad had. And specifically, this is, I want to say, it's either June or July 1991. So the code was pre-written, but I typed it in, and then I had to go debug it. Oh, I'm so happy that I got to debug it, and everything worked. Genuinely. Nice. I have had nightmares about getting this to run. And here it is, running, and everything's cool and fine. My dad got Amstrad Action because of the action packs. I don't even know why. It may have just been like, oh, hey, do you want to bundle a... It's like, hey, you just want to bundle a game demos for £1? And, like, why not? Right, because, like, Action Pack 1 was... What was it? Dizzy, Hydro Fool, Total Recall, and something else. I don't know. I played those 3. That's a solid opening lineup, right? And I think Dad kept buying it as long as we kept... As long as I kept, like, playing on the CPC, right? Like, when we got up to... Nice. When we got up to, hey, you know what's on this one? A database editor. And, you know, he stopped getting the magazine at that point. About the time they got me a Mega Drive, actually, when I'm like, oh, I don't need to wait 10 minutes for a game to load. I just push the button and the cartridge happens. Amazing. Okay, okay, this is fine. This is fine. Well, what I have found by doing this, Ollie, is that you get to the end of the type-in, and the game's fun for a little bit, and yeah, nah, typing this in was more fun than, like, Senti Thief last time. That was kind of interesting. But then I went, okay, it's the CPC doing an endless runner. Okay, cool. Right, so what am I looking for? I'm looking for something that can reasonably hide in a 5. So... That's helpful, actually, because that cuts out quite a lot of the map. Let's go... A2. Useful. So now we know that we can just cut out the entirety of the A column. Most of B and C can go as well, actually. Yeah, so unless it's in row 0, you can cut out B and C. Check me out using logic. So you're either going to be column J, or somewhere in those top 3 rows. H2. Found it! So it can only be B1 through G1, if I'm reading this correctly. I'm not reading this correctly. It'll be through F1. What does F1 do? Right. Now, Now, moment of truth time. Is the game going to fall over when I win? Nope. Nope, everything's fine! Everything's fine! I typed it now, got everything to run in the game, everything's fine, don't worry about a thing. Not. Yes! Hey! Everything wins! Especially me. I won this game of Battleships using my brain. Thank you very much for coming with me on this adventure as we coded that. And then debugged that. And then everything was grand. Alright, so let's just break that. So, Kazumi, this is a code. I typed this last week and then debugged it today. I'm like, yeah, let it go. I'm so glad that whoever wrote this commented their code. That's why you comment your code, people. So that idiots 30 years down the line can look at it and go, what did they mean? And then you get it. Everything's great. Can I? How long are you? 64 lines. Probably for the best. 64 is the biggest number in the world. Do I want to do that now? Let's do that now. Let's do another one, everybody. And the game is gone. Well, so, Kazumi, that's how it goes. If it gets a hit, it will rotate around that point until it finds another hit, and then it will go, oh, the ship is facing downwards, and it will keep firing in that direction until it stops. Oh, the ship is facing upwards, and then it will keep firing in that direction until it stops. It's also pretty cool that it will, unless it has found the battleship, right, the 5-piece one, it'll just keep firing until it gets 5, and then it'll try the other end, and yeah, like it's a pretty cool way of doing it. Let's just pop you down there, and then there we go. How about that, everybody? Well, no, it wasn't that much code. AMStream Action, like, hey, can we try and keep everything below 6K? Because people have to type this out. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not gonna... No. I'm not gonna put your massive bit of code in there. Shut up. Okay, everybody. Let's do another one. Why does this code start on line 40? I'll tell you why, probably because line 10 through 30 was like 10 rem, hello, here is a game I made. It's pretty good. That's not what I typed at all. Rem doesn't do anything. All right, 40. This is where everything goes kind of quiet because I am starting to pay attention to what I'm doing over here. And if I get this wrong, well, then, my goodness, we're going to have to come back and debug it again later. 24. Omo? What is this code? Yeah. Let's put your hands on the keyboard correctly there, Cass. Kai? Kai. So there's one that I had kind of considered doing, and I may just do it. There's one called it's called Gigo, and I'm genuinely considering just firing up Gigo so that I can make fun of ChatGPT. And one of the things putting me off doing that is kind of a combination of what both of you guys have just said. It's, oh, there is a lot of just raw machine code to be typed into that one. But also, that's a long program. Really? That's what that is? Okay. Where does that live? 6 is where that lives. My computing teacher in college told me that one of the things that amazed him when it came to there you go. One of the things that amazed him the most when he was doing like computing stuff was how fast everything had gotten, because he did a lot of doing stuff in machine code and you know, entering a bunch of hex code like we've been talking about here. And when he came to do databases, a lot of the database stuff that he did, you could initially like set a stopwatch going, sort database, and like get a cup of tea, come back, it would still be going. And now you can just sort database and it does it. You don't need to necessarily, you know, time database applications to get the right one. It just, they all sort themselves out pretty quickly. It's not a competition anymore. I'm sorry, is this line recursive? And 70. Nope, I have just made it recursive. I'm so smart. Symbol after 241, symbol 240, 40, 60, 70. 7F, 7F, 3F, 7, 0. Nope, this is what it is asking me to do. Okay. 0, 32, 7A. Fire Emblem. And FIFA, I guess. And 0. Still got a comment in line 70. I have. I have. You know why? Because that's supposed to be an ampersand, which is Shift 7, but on the Amstrad keyboard it's Shift 6. F2, E0, and 0. Okay. Yeah, people who know, it's this one. This is the one that I'm doing. It's the very next one in the book. 241 and 242. X is 2 and Y is 2 and drop is 0 and A equals 2 and B equals 2. Score equals 0. High score equals 0. Plain. Yes, Ollie, you are quite correct. The plain character is that character. 241 and 242. X is 2, Y is 2, drop is 0, A is 2, B equals 2. Line 70 is not listed in this code. What a mysterious program. Oh, you're quite right. That's what that is. Oh, they spelt it wrong. Stitch marker 90. If your skill is greater than, please. If skill is greater than 0 or skill I always get that wrong. Remember, everybody, the crocodile eats the number. That's how you remember what the crack brackets are. That's not how I did it. I was always taught that it was like what the symbol is. So like the one on the left, skill is less than 0 because it's smaller on the left than the right. On the right hand side, it's greater than because skill is greater than the one on the other side, which is 5, which is smaller. Wow. Reminds me, my sister got in trouble in primary school once, even. Because the teacher was like, "Hey you, how do you know the colors of the rainbow? What mnemonic device, what mnemonic device do you use to remember the colors of the rainbow?" And she's like, "I don't. It's 7 things. I can remember 7 things." And the teacher didn't like that. I would have done that the other way around. The programmer. But there you go. Grego, hello, hello. Welcome on in. We are writing ourselves a classic today. I nearly typed in classic, but mixed it in with the word that I was actually typing, so I made clate. If the rate is read out your green book in verse. Yeah, actually, that does sound a little. Is that a typo? I feel like that's a typo. I'm gonna risk it that that's a typo. Because it's doing it the other way around on this side. It's missed out another chunk of code again. What a wild program. The one that I was always taught, Richard of York gave battle in vain. And that's how I remembered it. And then my American friends like Roy G. Biv, which, you know, I guess that's just what it is. But yeah, CPC Sister was very much... No. It's 7 things. I can remember 7 things. Oh, I miss Sam and Max. I never played, like, the adventure games. I watched the cartoon. Cartoon was pretty good. And then I played the Telltale games. They were kind of fun. But also, you know, a Telltale game. So, it... As a friend of mine has pointed out, one of those drinking birds could complete a Telltale game. And at this point, they had kind of lost their magic. And... It was never as good as The Walking Dead, and it was never going to be as good as The Walking Dead. But you know what? Cheap gamer score. Let's go. Alright, we're at pen base -2, and then print character 143, and... You see? That's what got me last time. When I was doing battleships, and I got just so into the flow of doing things that I didn't tell it what I wanted it to print. Just chirp. And 2, 3, 4. And next. Not all of the codes, the programs that I have lined up are from Amstrad Action, incidentally. I didn't find them in person. I probably have them in person, but I looked on the Internet Archive and there's a whole bunch, like, radical games for radical youths to play with your Amstrad. So I took a whole bunch of those as well. We'll work through them, yeah? But right now we're doing this one. I had a lot of fun with this one when I was younger. Alright, okay, 125, pen, 2, print, score in caps. Oh, that's right, that's right. This was the 90s where it was high score, not high score. Skip a chunk of code again. There's one, Y, and print. What else did we do? When I was at the same school, actually, this is where I learned about the color beige, because that was the reading group that I was in. They wanted, obviously, they needed to like differentiate, right? Because I was 8 at the time, so this was how do we differentiate between the children who essentially can read and follow the story and who cannot. So it was all the different reading bands, and I was in the top reading band, which was beige. What an exciting color. Where's the, oh, where's the asterisk? There. When I want an asterisk, I can't find it. Oh my god, drop 99. Just begin the game and die. Don't do that. What a gay color. Ecru. Cass, was that a Baywatch Nights line? Yes, it was. Nope. If skill is greater than 10, then skill is 10. And rate is rate. Minus 20 is rate good. Nope. To rate next. If x is 18, then locate x minus 1 and y and print character number 18. Yes. And y equals y. Plus 1. Incidentally, Ollie, I was thinking about your streams while I was at work yesterday. I very much enjoy stopping by, and I want you to know that I do enjoy stopping by. It is just very often, I'm at work, and if I'm off in the afternoon, usually I'm streaming about the time when you start. So it's not that I'm... it's not that I'm just not showing up, because I'd like to. But you know. Gotta go to stupid work and earn stupid money. Print character? Print what character? Print that character. locate that. Print 252. Also, locate AB. Print a space. Excuse me, everybody. Right, locate AB -1. And then print one of those. Yes, it is expecting me to do 3 of those, but I'd missed a chunk of code anyway. Good. Good to know. A is 0, B is 0, drop is 0, sound 3, 4. Three, 4,000, 10, 12, 0, 0, 1. Brief moment of panic where I thought I had forgotten to mute my phone for this, and you're about to get a whole bunch of messenger noises where I'm like, oh no, that's just my mom. She's made it to her holiday destination. .5. This is a really interesting thing, like going over some of the old code like this. It's really interesting typing it out because the way that this person has written code, I showed this off in the very first thing I did with CPC Basic. They put a whole bunch of functions on a single line of code. Like 390 could very easily have been split into 2 or 3 different lines. Most of these, where it's like, just do 20 different things on a single line. Yes, but also for debugging purposes, let's just pull some of those lines apart, shall we? I wonder if that's why there are chunks missing from the listing. Actually, like you see earlier, it jumped from, well, when we started off at line 40, then we chop out a bunch of lines and put everything from 10, 20, and 30 into line 40. Possibly. Alright, GA equals A minus 1/2 multiplied by 32. GB is 400 minus B multiplied by 16. Bomb is test. GAGB. 410. If bomb is greater than 0, then go to 650. Yeah, close bracket is what I need to do. 1.5, multiply that by 32. Equals. You! Where am I at? GY equals, yes, 408 minus Y multiplied by 16 and crash test. This music is not making me, this is under caves. It's not making me feel particularly good about how I'm doing here. However, really well written because it's the exact pace that you need to keep to sneak past the octopus. 4-4. Yeah, you see what I mean? 5-10 is the next line. We just jumped ahead 70 lines of code. 7 lines of code. Wait, and press any key to start. Nerd. This is also something that I'm having fun doing. It's just like, yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put silly words like that into my code. Oh, what an ugly line. Alright, 570, locate x minus 1. Locate x minus 1. Y prints. So this is going to be drawing a whole bunch of... Oh no, this is drawing the map, is what this is. Alright, so what do we got? 3 rounds of character 32. Character number 255. 253. Character 238. And another number 8. Do you know what? It could actually be somebody removing the rem statements. So this is also Amstrad action of July 91. This is over the page from Battleships. Like a 1-2 punch of games I played in my youth. That game, and then this game. Somebody could very well have just been like, line 540, Rem, and let me tell you something about the Labour Party. And Amstrad Action is just like, you know what, mate? Leave it. So, it kind of is and kind of isn't, Rickstress. The dollar sign is indicating what number character should be shown. The CPC had just a big table of them, and that's where the whole bunch of code at the start of the previous game came in. It was, draw a line that was a filled-in triangle facing left, and then a whole bunch of boxes, and a filled-in triangle facing right. And that was all done with, like this, print character, dollar sign, and then whatever character it is. So if I'm reading this right, what this is, it's going to draw... This is drawing several columns with a triangle on top of it. I think that's what this line is. But no, Ollie's quite right. It could very well just be somebody expressing opinions that the management did not want expressing. Five, 15, 0, 0, and 5. They did that once, actually. I forget where I found it. There was a I forget where it was. It was on an Amstrad Action cover tape, I'm pretty sure. But there was a basic code that if you broke it and listed the code, the first and last lines were a joke. And that is where I got the line, where I got the joke. Question: how do you make a duck sing the blues? Answer: put it in the microwave until it's Bill Withers. I got that from an Amstrad Action type-in. Oh, what am I doing? Pen T print. This one, 253. And number 8. And number 32. And we'll have another number 8. Nope, that one. So clear screen, locate 115, so 15, so that's print in the middle of the screen. You scored. Score. If the score is bigger than the high score, then high score is the score. And print top score. (610). Score is then 0. 9 is 0. Please typecast. Yo, sadly no, Kazumi, scoring will happen. Fret ye not. Right, score is 0. Locate 1, 12, and print. Press any key to restart. Nope, I can't do it. Press any key to restart, but not the power button though. Like, if I did that, it'd just run off the edge of the screen and into its own RAM. Let's not do that. No, Jet Set Willy I. Well, in key is that. We do that. $630, go to $640. Run the next line. No, right? Because this thing probably includes a go-to 630 somewhere else that I have completely forgotten. I don't see it. It's probably towards the top. So, Ollie and Kazumi, my normal thing, when a game says press any button on the title screen, click the thumbsticks. L3 and R3. Very few companies think that L3 and R3 are buttons, and when they do, I always go, hey, look at that! They know. Nerds like me, they knew that I'd try it. And, I'm always, like, it sets you up for a good game, you know? Probably not the company though, it's the library they use. I mean, fair, but like, a lot of times when I do click the thumbsticks and nothing happens and I'm like... Didn't count on former QA, did ya? Don't worry, I'll go and mash my face. I'll go smash my face into every corner and try and wiggle my way out of the geometry. Sometimes I do it. Three. Look, Be a Landlord, the only game that uses the thumbstick click. It's something that I do, like just idly I will click the thumbsticks in. I can't think of a single game that actually uses it. I mean, I don't have the most well, that's a lie. I don't have the most extensive first-party Switch library. I got loads of indie games, but I can't think of any of them where it's like, you know, click thumbstick to crouch. That's what it was in Gen 7. T equals 0 to 4. Print character 253. And character 8. Two. Don't recommend playing it on the OG Switch. So here's the thing, I've got an OG Switch. Like, it is one of the first run Switches. And it's fine. It doesn't let me quite do what I want with it. Like, when I play Overwatch with Rixtrus and friends, man, it takes forever to load anything. And there are certain levels that don't run very well. Atlas, as well as being a not super great map, it takes so long to load, especially when you die and you have to reload in. That first time, it drops down to like a frame a second, if you're lucky. And but at the same time, I don't want to buy a Switch 2, because what am I going to do with it? Animal Crossing and the indie library that just runs, it's fine. I'm not going to pay new console money for just slightly smoother edges. But no one's really going to notice anyway, right? Because I'm streaming it like this. It's all crunched into this little window. Also, hi, I'm doing this on whatever the hell. 40-plus-year-old content? Don't worry about it. This is fine. Right. Line 90. Pen 2, then locate 115, input, enter skill. 0 is ace to 5. Skill. Alright. Go. Well, I'm going to say I'm a solid 5, so I can explain what's going on. Enter speed, 100. Syntax error in 170. Kazumi, you had to speak, didn't you? You have to speak. Let's code in mode 0. Hang on. 170. Let's actually not. But let's code in Virtual Boy mode. Do you have a headache yet? You will. Right. 170. Mode 0. And for base equals 5214. Oh, there it is. For height equals 21 to int. height equals 21 to int random 1 multiplied by 8 plus skill step minus 1. Then locate base height and then pen base minus 2, then print characters 1, 4, 3, 8, 11, 244, indent next. Let's go 3. Let's go 3. Still gonna go for 100 though, because I want to take I'll take a screenshot of this. Again, this is also gonna go to my dad. My dad did this one. Yeah, check it out. Syntax error in 650. No. Oh, the classic experience. Mode 1. Oh no! How do I change the text again? Yeah, pen 1. Edit 650. Thank you, Kazumi. I briefly forgot what I was doing. Alright, line. Oh my god, it's like the second to last line. Yeah, 650. 660 is an if statement, 670 is a next, 680. I'm almost right at the very end. Amazing. 650, locate A, B minus. Well, that's wrong anyway. $650, locate A, B minus 1. Look at that bracket on the RAND statement. That's right, isn't it? Unless it's, oh no, cast your beans that none of this code's gonna run. Okay, locate A, B minus 1, then print a space. 8 pen 4. Then for TL 1, 2, int, rand, and then that's correct. Plus 1. Score is score plus 5. Sound. 340. Oh! Wait. What? No. What? Sound. 340. 00. 10, 12, 00, 10. Then locate AB, then for T equals 10 to 40. Nope. Yeah, T equals 10 to 4. Print character 253 and character 8. Character 32. Character 8. Surely it's not just that 0 in the sound command, is it? Sound. 3, 40. 00. 10. 12. 0. 0. 10. I mean, that's what this... That... Is that how the line is written here? I don't know. Okay, A, comma, B, minus... Channel tone, duration, environment, and noise volume only has 7. I have 8. Oh! 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 No! No, 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 no! No, no, you're right. I'm wrong. There you go. That's a line break. There's a line break on this page, not a comma. It's not 34000. It's 4000. 10, 12, 0, 0, 10. All right. I'm going to go for 3, still, given my level of coding acumen. 1 hundo. Alright, so it's going to draw a city, and then you go... And as we go along, the plane, you can only drop 1 bomb at a time. The plane is constantly getting lower, so you have to destroy this bar chart, and... try not to hit the building. This was acceptable in the 90s. Oh no! Oh no! Syntax error in 590! Syntax area 590. Clear screen. Locate 15. Yeah, don't include a print command on that, Cass. Just tell the computer to run it. It's fine. CLS locate 5 and then print you scored. I'm the best at this game now. 0. 1 hundo. Oh no! Watch yourselves. The plane's gonna get lower and lower. It always reminded me of a duck. Does this plane remind anyone else of a duck? Get that yellow one. And you, Mr. Teal. There you go. See, I go the other way. I really like that the AMStream will run all the way through the code until it gets to the point when it hits an error like that. Ah, crackles. You scored 200. Top score. Press any key to res tart. I'm pretty sure that is the Mercy's alt ability. Thanks. Hey. Tart is a friend to this channel. We like Tart over here. Alright, can I fix that? I'm pretty sure I can fix that. Hang on. Right, what are you going to be? You are going to be 610. Set score to 0. Locate 112. Print. Press any key to restart. Yeah. 2. Yeah, I should do it. Hopefully that will do it. Alright. Give me a second. I'm also going to need to take a screenshot of that. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm showing off what I'm doing. I'm good at this game. 100! Right. That's what I think of your quarterly profits. Stupid bar chart nerds. Get out of here. So, this, as was mentioned in the listing for this, this is one of the oldest games. It's on like the Spectrum, and the magazine was very much like, "Hey, you want to play this game, don't you? Hell yeah, you do. Everyone loves Bomb and Run." It's also an example of how, like, child me didn't even question it. What is this plane doing? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what this plane's doing. We got rid of the bouldings, so now we can land. I hope I can land. Are we going to land on a syntax error? Let's find out. Ah, it's coming right for me! No, it's just going to begin again. Absolutely fine, don't worry about it. Well, there you go, everybody. This was our second game for today. This was Bomber Run. I'm gonna show this to my dad, and he's gonna go, "Wow, you own like an incredibly expensive computer. What are you doing, running this on it?" It's just fun, is all. That's useful as well, actually. That it takes into consideration the fact that sometimes the bombs go through the building into the basement. Fancy that! I'm really happy with that. Alright, that's enough of that. Is that going to be enough for today? I think that's going to be enough for today. But you know what? There you go. We did 2 programs today. We debugged one, and we fixed the other. I think next week, I might go for one of the coding books that I have. Now I'll play it on the hardest and fastest mode. You know what? You got it. I remember this being a nightmare. Here we go. Oh no, I need to hit it slightly before I think I do. Oh, that's right, that's right. I need to see if it's fixed the problem. That's not what I said at all. Right. Genuinely, the fact that I can reload this game that fast is... Child me is smiling somewhere. What do you mean? I can just push go, and it will go. Pretty cool that this game uses a lot of like random call functions as well. Not random call functions, but like how does it determine how tall the buildings are going to be? And look at that! Look at that! We fixed this code. Now we're not rezzing Tart. We're restarting. Although honestly, we can res Tart because she is a jelly bean, and we really like Tart. Yeah. Thank you for watching along, everybody. This was silly fun, and I really enjoyed it. Do I have anybody who is live right now? I have got I got Dougie. Dougie's live. What's he doing? Crimson Desert? I don't even know what that is. Just the people are yelling about it. And you can ignore the game and collect cats. Sounds like a good plan to me. I am on deliveries next week, which means a full timetable is what it is. Yes, Rickstress, everything turned out better than I had expected. Everything was fine. I debugged it and the code ran. Was I worried for nothing? Maybe. Come back next week for a full week of video games and stuff. And until next time, goodbye.